We're here at the Wright Museum in Wolfboro, New Hampshire in September of 2011. This is a World War II museum, and it's not just about the war, but it's about the home front, and it's quite a place. It's very worth visiting. There's a display here year to year from 39 to 45, and here you have this a chart here of what prices were back then. The average income being $1,725. You make that in a week, you might be lucky. Well, maybe a little. What the average person might be taking home $1,000 a week, and here it was a year. Gold per ounce was 35. Of course, that was arbitrarily set. Price of a gallon of gas was 11 cents. Gallon of milk 51 cents. Anyway, this is what got my attention. Here is a little classroom setting here, and some of these schoolroom desks and chairs that might be familiar to some of us. They used to be bolted to the ground, and in those days the teacher had sort of your undivided attention. But here's a quote from Franklin Roosevelt, and it was probably a quote that was in many classrooms. It said, "Education is the key to the future of democracy." Well, here at Camp Constitution, we teach that our nation is a republic, not a democracy. And it's interesting to note that in the 1928 Army Manual, it said that democracies led to mobocracy, and that the United States was a republic, just the opposite of a democracy. But 1933, the year that Franklin Roosevelt took office, the definition in the Army Training Manual changed. It was now, it said the United States was a democracy. And I think the question is, why was it changed, and who was behind the changing? You'd think that a simple term like that would be that big a deal. But we realize that, of course, that it is. A republic is ruled by law, where the law would be the Constitution, and the rights of the minority are protected from the whims of the majority, and the title was changed. And today, most Americans believe that we're a democracy, and our Constitution is a living and breathing document, which can be changed at the whim of a Supreme Court justices, or Congress, or whomever, President, what have you. Thankfully, there's a growing movement of folks who understand the principles of our nation, and you'll find some of those folks at our camp teaching these important principles to young people. So I would suggest that you take a look at our Camp Constitution, which is also here in New Hampshire, and visit this wonderful museum, which is in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. The Wright Museum, WRIGHT, and wrightmuseum.org is where you can find their website.